Well, hello guys. So today's gonna be my first video speaking in English, as long as I have my YouTube channel talking version, but today it will be my first video in English, so I hope you like this kind of content, because I've never seen someone doing same thing in English before, while I've seen a lot of guys doing this in Russian. So today we're gonna be looking at the game. Yeah, the game is gonna be kinda interesting, I hope so. So, today we're watching the Yamato playing by DIMOV. Yeah, here's the DIMOV, he's on lane with ABL. He's a recent star of a trolley tournament. Yeah, so those guys are probably one of the best players ever played this game. So, on the other side we have Amplify and Sign Sniper, Obicum. All of those guys that are also really good. Yeah, so Sign Sniper recently joined Abraham's team. Obicum is currently playing with DIMOV in the same team of Avengers. So I'm not really sure that I need to tell you guys who are those guys, but those guys are the best players that are currently in the game. So it appears that Yamato is better than I thought, as long as I was thinking that this character is currently overrated, especially in the draft. Yeah, and here DIMOV died, unfortunately. Yeah, but still he got one kill, and high possibilities that they probably gonna trade for one kill more later on during the laning phase. Yeah, so that's kinda okay. But still very unfortunate that he died. Like, you don't really want to die during the laning phase, because to be honest, a lot of things in this game it depends heavily on your success during the laning phase. Yeah, that's pause. We do really want to skip that. That's not the pause. Yeah, this guy playing Shiv was uploading to the game for quite a while, so yeah, luckily there's not gonna be any issues with this guy anymore. Yeah, so as for Yamato build, like, you almost always want to start with a Resto shot, following up by the Mystic shot, so your alternative attack becomes an actual threat, because damage itself is high, but without those items you're definitely not that dangerous as you could be. So Mystic Shot helps a lot with pushing waves, both with harassing enemies, and to be honest, like, Yamato is doing pretty well in the landing phase. One of those heroes that are really bullies in lane, because if you wanna play close to Yamato, she has her third ability with attack speed reduction. If you wanna play in the mid distance, she has her first ability. It's very easy to chase playing Yamato because of the second ability. Yeah, and if you want to play far away from her, she'll just demolish you with those alternative attacks that are really well. And if you struggle with your laning phase, just go Yamato, guys. She's insanely good in laning phase, but unfortunately she's not that good later on in the game. But still, for a contesting mid boss, she's like really good. So that's a good character to play. Well, it's kind of interesting for me. Oh wow, playing so greedy. A lot of light melees there. No parry from Become Unlucky. With this one, baited for parry. Yeah, the lane is very active. Guys are always doing something, trying to get there with those fights. I personally prefer going with more passive laning phase, because if you can do good trades, then like the idea is that so it's very easy to lose pressure by giving up at least one character in the laning phase. So why do you really want to risk that much if you can always just go with good trades? Yeah, unluckily she was disconnected again, and this is the last pause for the team. Yeah, so let's go back to the DIMOV. They're being pressured a lot, and unfortunately their team lost their right side lane because of the shield disconnection, I believe, and there is bebop coming from that lane, so yeah, unfortunately I think that they won't be able to defend Guardian on their side, so currently their team is losing. Yeah, by far it is what it is. Yeah, DIMOV just joined the fight. He just got rebooted. That's so rare to see from very high skilled lobbies. Like, that's a rare item. I can definitely say that, because it just is. You cannot scale it into the late game. Like, there is literally no way to scale it further. Oh, that's a nice parry. Yeah, but as long as you should get at least one kill from the item is good. Like, you can definitely sell it later, because you profited a lot from it by getting at least one kill. And there is a kill, so far so good. 633. He's KDA at the moment. Kill Death Assistant, if you don't mind me saying that. Yeah, and also he got the previous item. I really like that. It's just pure stats. I do really like the item itself, because wait, this one you just get 18 spirit power. I'll probably switch languages later on, so it's much easier for you guys to read this up. So currently he's alone on the mid lane, and he's probably gonna farm. He's probably just gonna farm. Later on I'll probably skip this. He put everything he has from his ability points into the first ability, because that's a huge power spike for Yamada. So, but unfortunately he's 2v1 at the moment, and he's probably gonna get at least one kill there, as long as he has his ultimate, but no more in this case. Obicom is coming. Oh no, it's not Obicom, it's ABL. He's probably gonna come for a trade, but I don't really think that he gets it, because with Billy he just cannot go into close fight with Billy as a Vindicta. Now Yamada going to the left lane. He got two shields, and to be honest, both of them are like insanely strong. Like, because this one cooldown 26 seconds, so you can proc it every wave, while you cannot do the same with spirit shielding, but somehow it scales not with the spirit but with your boon, so it scales into late game pretty good, and at the same time it gives you, yeah, just like that, 6.400 of shields per Inferno Assault. That's a lot. So the key point is that it gives you 1.75 move speed, and that's huge, as long as it's move speed and not sprint speed. I think I might do a mistake. I think that is actually, yeah, that's supposed to be move speed. Yeah, so it doesn't affect you whether you're shooting or not, it just gives you 1.75 move speed. Yeah, and that's a lot. Also 2.5 out of combat regen. It's kinda nice to have it. I cannot say that that's the main reason why people get this item, but it's still good to have it. That's for sure. Also, this item, the like Spirit Strike, is bread and butter for Yamato. Because while you're using your ultimate, you just cannot be parried. Well, technically you can be parried, but you cannot be stunned, even if you're getting parried. So you can easily just throw your melees left and right and be no worries whether you're getting parried or not. He's probably gonna get one kill from here, as long as he got his torment pulse. That helps a lot, especially while you're using your ultimate. It gives you a lot of damage. And DIMOV's team is probably coming for one more Guardian there. Yeah, at the same time they get their walking being pushed. I don't really like that. But Yamato herself is 13k on minute 11. That's a lot. Like, she's huge at the moment, even though her team he's doing not that good of a job, but he's getting the urn. Somehow he managed to stall it from enemy team by the push. They're probably not gonna get the walker, so that's gonna bait trade as long as they don't deliver the urn. But if they do deliver, then trade is good. I hope that they can manage it. But I'm not really sure how it'll go. Let's just watch and see. Yeah, so 14k so far for minute 12. That's a lot. He's the biggest person on the map currently. And he's okay with holding his urn. What basically shows us that there is no problem in holding the urn. It doesn't matter whether you're a core player, you're rich, or you're poor. You just do that as long as your team needs this to be done. So don't go ego. Oh, it seems like he's dead, but he still gets ultimate. Probably that's why he went so greedy there. He managed to deal a lot of damage, but it seems like his team isn't helping him at all. Well, they came, but at the moment DIMOV is very low HP, so he's probably supposed to just go back, because he cannot do anything else, even though he has 2 of these shields. Like, kinda not worth it. He did a lot there, but unfortunately team didn't follow up that much. So he has the Spirit Snatch with his imbalanced item. It's kinda OP, to be honest, as I believe, because it's like way better, for example, than a Life Strike. Yeah, melee steel is okay, but Life Strike is definitely not as good as Spirit Snatch in comparison in terms of money. So he easily gets 2 kills because of the hero, which is insane. Like, yeah, he's probably gonna get one more Guardian for this move. Yeah, he procced shields on Obicom. Is he taking the fight? I guess he's not, because like he don't really want to risk it, and Obicom is not the easy target, definitely not the easy target. Yeah, also he swapped the Resto Shot with Close Quarters. It gives your melee damage scales with Close Quarters, so it works pretty nice for Yamato, especially with all of those light melees. He's throwing 24/7 during the fight, going for the default item as a superior cooldown. The item itself is good, especially for those casting heroes that use their abilities a lot. So I don't really like that item, but I can see why it's good for those heroes who can do cast their abilities twice or even 3 times during the long fight. And for Yamato, it's easy to stay alive for a long fight with your ultimate, so no problems about this one. The hero itself is really good, especially for matchmaking. I still believe it's not that good in com, but the hero is still really good. Like, Yamato herself can do a lot of damage and can give a lot of space for the team because of the survivability. High potential. Yeah. Here enemies got the double signers. That's unlucky. And he didn't kill all the minion, even though he really needed to. But he went for the buff because it's very, very important to get there in the time. Easy place to find kills if you're strong enough, especially as Yamato here, 21k in minute 15. That's a lot of money. You can see there he's the biggest one in the map currently. Yeah, and he can do a lot. So it's very easy for him to take 1v1s, and buffs is probably easiest way to force enemies go 1v1 on you, because buff gives it a lot. Like when I'm saying a lot, I do actually mean like a lot. Benefits you hardly. So for few minutes he was not that active on the map because he was farming a lot. 22k, minute 16. He's huge. You do probably want to start being active on the map as long as you have that. I forgot the word, guys. I'm sorry. I'm not familiar with talking during casts in English, so it's kind of frustrating, at least for now. There's gonna be a lot of videos on my channel. They're probably gonna go, maybe not on a daily basis, but they're gonna be here pretty often, so if you're interested in upgrading your skills in the game, there is probably gonna be a link in coaching, because I've been coaching a lot of teams, and they actually did make a lot of progress because of me, so I hope it works. I hope it works for you, because I think it's going the same way as for any other sports. I mean, like, if you do your sports, it's okay, you get 30% of results, but if you do it with the coach, you're probably gonna get 100, or at least something close. Depends on the coach. So feel free to text me. Yeah, so as for game, he started playing active, fortunately. Fortunately, because with this amount of money, you just wanna go shred people like crazy. Moreover, I think that DIMOV haven't been playing Yamato for quite a while. I remember he was playing this character like half a year or something ago. But as for now, I think that roles are being changed in buffing jars. We've seen Hoot playing Infernus for a couple of times. Yeah, and Karen, luckily, he just dies. Obicom is coming to get some trades. Oh, it's not Obicom, it's ABL. I'm sorry, I'm saying Obicom because Obicom and DIMOV are teammates, but here is matchmaking, so don't really want to fuck this up one more time. Not to confuse you guys.
Let's go mid.
So, enemy team went for a good fight there. Oh, they got the third one. That's so unlucky. Yeah, and here enemy team is getting their rejuve, and to be honest, that's huge, because later on they probably wanna get the mid worker with oh yeah, Shiv is disconnected one more time. That's probably one of the reasons why blue team is not winning, because DIMOV and Obicom went crazy in this game. Oh, not Obicom, ABL. I'm sorry, guys. I just continue fucking this up. Yeah, so you're just joining the fight and getting at least one rejuve here. That's nice, but it's gonna be very hard to leave the fight. But at the same time, why do you want to leave if you can just get all 3 rejuves and probably win the fight? But it's not gonna be that easy, because All the enemies are still alive, and if you don't have that many buttons to go on, that's a good stake there. Especially with the duration. It's feeling really good. Use it. Unfortunately, Amplifying, he escapes, and Pocket itself is like insanely good hero. Because he can just turn the tables by pressing one affliction onto 4 or 5 people. Like, Pocket with his regular abilities is not that big of a threat, to be honest, because there are so many heroes that are stronger with their regular abilities, but the affliction itself is just huge. It's like going to the casino, putting your chips on red or black, because whether you can go with the big affliction or not. Because if you do, you can simply almost win the game by yourself, and that's huge. Yeah, Yamada resurrected and came to the fight. There's a shield that just proc. She's forcing a fight on Obicom. Not gonna get him there. Obicom probably gonna escape into the basement here. Infernus does really want to mess up. With Yamada can just go ultimate, and Infernus is basically dead there. I don't really see an option for Infernus to stay alive. Yeah, Infernus is gonna die, but Yamada is gonna go into the tavern with Infernus. That's unfortunate. But Samigao, he actually made a lot of value there, because he nearly killed the Billy and got the Infernus. So there was 1 into 2 value from DIMOV in that fight, and that's huge. Like, that's basically huge. But as for Yamato, it's probably that something like this is expected from this hero, so I guess it's kinda okay, but at the same time, it's not that easy, especially in this elo. Because those guys do know how to play the game. So it's gonna be kinda hard to stick to your plan. Yeah, so what's now? He just got rid of Rebutal, he bought his Counter Zora, and moreover he got his Express Shot, which makes his alternative attack even more deadly weapon. Because one of his attack, like he's using third ability, first ability, second ability, probably, and alternative attack with a melee. So that's a lot of damage. Let's just count it up. Like from here you get 100. Also you get you got some heal. Here you get 500, and probably we're gonna count it up later on. Because here he's in the fight. We do really want to focus on the fight. And the enemy team is pushing in a hard way. Like they do really want to see that fight. And Yamato just seems like didn't do much there, but he won a lot of time for his team. Yeah, Pocket is getting some damage. So if you count it up, like from here and from the alternative attack, you're probably gonna do something close to 300 damage, especially with a Mystic Shot. It's definitely not less than 300. So 500, 600. This and this is 900. Yeah, and this, so 128. More than 1,000. Like, one his attack is more than 1,000 damage. That's a lot. Yeah, that's a lot. Oh, I see why he went for the Counter Zora, because now he just get point blank that gives slowness to your enemies. That's kind of huge. But still, at the same time, in this exact game, DIMOV is losing. Losing in terms of money, in terms of objectives. Yeah, here guys are not doing really well in this exact game. But still kind of okay, as long as Yamato is 31k at the minute 25, that's a lot. So he's one of the biggest threats on the map currently. Ivy is also huge, yeah, Amplifying, Sniper, are really big. But at the same time, there is ABL 30k and a Phantom player that is 30k going with a gun build, and that's a big threat, to be honest. Yeah, so we're stacked up on the buff, probably gonna attack player here. Yeah, by the way, that's interesting because he actually maxed up his third ability before he started upgrading his ultimate, and that's kind of rare to see. Yeah, because he just wanna focus on one attack, not a lot of them. With the ultimate, he just wanna kill like one shot. Yes, he sees 3 players here to wanna engage the attack. Then let's see how it goes. Okay, he's forcing an attack on Biba, but unfortunately, I cannot say that that's a good fight. Pocket with Affliction. Vindicta cannot do shit here. There is a mid boss, so they lost the fight for a mid boss. And I'm almost always pretty sure that that's GG. Yeah, because enemies are just gonna go get the mid boss. They probably almost always gonna get the patron. And after that, if they still have a lot of rejuves, they simply go all in on patron, and the enemy team doesn't have enough damage just to shred enemies. Yeah, and as I see here, people are just going for the contest. Yeah, they got one rejuve, they killed Amplify, and that's huge. That's a big result with not committing and not dying here. Kalak is probably gonna go for a kill here, but it's not gonna be that easy. Yeah, Obicum died, that sucks. That's pretty bad. Yeah, Yamada just appeared. Probably gonna do something on the map here. Push the waves. Get some items, but I'm wondering, like, what else do you wanna get? How do you improve from this state? Probably just get Boundless here, because I cannot see any other options, to be honest. Yeah, an enemy team is gonna commit here, and you do really wanna stay on high ground. Because if you control high ground, it's very, very hard for enemy team to force attack on one player. Oh, I think that something went wrong for DIMOV here. He just died. Maybe he disconnected. Maybe he just rage quit here. Yeah, seems like that's a bad manner. I don't really like that. But to be honest, like that's kind of pretty obvious that the game is over here, because enemies are approaching with 2 reduce. You just don't have enough damage to counter it on the patron. The enemies just don't fight you, they just focus patron, and it's simply GG. Yeah, and just like that, they get a loss from here. But at the same time, I think that both of those guys played well, because 14-9-13 score is really, really good. Yeah, so they got a lot of kills in the game. Yeah, because if you take a look here, like that's a lot of damage for 28 minutes. 38k as Yamada, that's a lot. 33k as Vindicta, that's also a lot, going with the ultimate build. That's huge. A lot of kills there. Here's the build, by the way, and if you're wondering what's the match ID, it always appears here, so you can just type it down and rewatch the game yourself if you somehow didn't enjoy rewatching with me. Just mumbling here for you. So that's the build. If you go with the ID of the game, you can look it up by yourself and copy the build. I guess that this is one of the best builds that there are nowadays on Yamato, because he just exploits those 2 items that are insanely good. So it allows you to make a big attack on enemies and survive for quite a while, because those 2 things are like insanely good, insanely broken. You don't really need your armors or something like that. Enchanter's Emblem, Battle Vest, you just don't need that if you have 2 shields and you're playing Yamato. So thank you guys for watching a lot. I do really appreciate if you guys subscribe, type down something in the comments. I read it by myself, always trying to answer those things by myself, and press the like button. I do really appreciate that. So I guess that's it for today, and probably see you soon in the next video. Thank you guys for watching, guys. Bye.